Hello and welcome, my beautiful people. This is in Olorifab's opinion, Real Housewives of Lagos edition, season 3, episode 8. We're back again after last week's drama, last week's juice. We were so excited about all of the drama because this is what we signed up for. Ratchet TV Premium, 100% drama, and we love it. All of the ladies brought some drama, and we're looking forward to the continuation this episode. It looks like someone is going to be stirring the pot again this episode, and that's going to translate to a little more drama, but we can't wait to see it. Anyway, without wasting too much time, let's get right into it.
The world is my runway. I keep my head high and my middle finger higher.
Fierce, fearless, and fabulous. My heart is my greatest weapon, and patience, my trusted strategy. My crown stays luminous. If you can't handle the shine, don't come close. Watch from the sidelines.
I'm busy shining my lights. If you're talking money, beauty, or fashion, it's a D&D mode for me.
Out with the old, in with the new. Touch the queen's vibe and feel the current.
Born to rule, raised with grace, fashion, faith, and family are my power names.
Another week, another ridiculous diary session outfit. Miriam, not a good look. Okay, let's actually give it up to the ladies. Not every time drag the ladies. Let's actually give it up to Dabota. You know, the thing she's saying about her brand being
FDA approved in Canada. We are FDA approved for the US, and we are FDA approved for
free. That's actually a good thing. So, yay, Dabota. Clap for yourself. Quick shout out to my baby girl Diadem on her beautiful diary session outfit. Look, that girl and diary session fashion 100. Love it. Guys, let me quickly talk about this thing. It's not a struggle for, like, I don't understand the struggle, but I've spoken to a lot of people who have the struggle. This thing Diadem is saying about baby daddy came back, and he's now trying to say she needs to change Coco, her daughter's last name. That would mean that for every time Diadem wants to travel with her daughter, she would need to get permission. She would need to get a written consent from him and a host of other things, because that's just how Nigeria works. For someone who hasn't been doing that for years, I think her daughter is like 5 or 6, or maybe older now, I don't know. Is that something you want to start doing for a man who hasn't been constantly there, but who has just shown up now just because he bought a ticket in 2 days? You think he's... Girl, don't make that mistake, because we don't want you to bring this to social media courts and we'll have to start intervening, please.
I don't want them to feel like I'm a threat in any way.
Sophia says she doesn't want any of the ladies to feel like she's a threat in any way, but I don't know that any of them feel like that. You came, you were very rude, you were very stuck up, and they acted accordingly. So it's not about you being a threat in any way. It's about you coming into a group and being disrespectful, and them just letting you know that, you know what, you don't get any baby daddy privileges here. You know, you need to respect every lady on this project. Basically. I don't know why Sophia is always naked, but she'll be okay. Now, tell me why Sophia is saying, I feel like Diadem is upset, and you guys keep saying this baby's upset, she's packing her face, but you keep keeping her, you continue to keep her waiting. Right? The other day, it was keeping them waiting for 2-3 hours while you guys were waiting to get on the boat. Now, someone just rearranges her whole day and is in the office all day waiting for you, even though she has other commitments. And you just don't show up, and you're not saying, oh, I feel like Diadem is upset. Of course she's upset. I hope we'll just take into consideration the fact that if Sophia tries to book another appointment with Dadem another day and Dadem says, oh sorry, I'm not available, that will be okay with all of us and there won't be any issues. Yo, except there was an expert that came to show Caroline how to smoke a cigar while we were not watching. She cannot have been doing that so expertly and then say, I don't know how to do it, I don't smoke.
I don't
Girl,
smoke cigar.
don't smoke. Girl, if you don't know how to do it, what will you do? So the thing that is making Caroline respect Sophie is the fact that, oh, she thought she was a BITCH and she feels like Sophia is a bigger BITCH, and so that's why she respects her. I'm so confused. How is that, as a grown mature woman, how is that what makes you respect another woman? That is so juvenile, like so juvenile. No, Laura's diary session look, the dress, I mean, different, could work, could not work. The hair, definitely a miss. Laura says she's dressed like that because of the theme Sophia gave them. They didn't tell us the theme, so we don't know what she's trying to achieve. But then Laura going on to say, oh
Girl, don't play with me when it comes to dressing.
girl, we play with you, we play with you. I like that Laura is not engaging in this gossip. She says she likes who she likes, whether you guys like her or not. And as Caroline is trying to say, oh, she's easily controlled, she's this, Laura is just like, she doesn't agree or anything, which is good because that's the way to be as a grown person. It is the effrontery of Caroline saying when Dadem likes you, she makes a foolery of herself. You are literally in front of the entire world making a big old foolery of yourself because of Sophia, and we're all wondering what is wrong with you. And that is the opinion you have about somebody else. This is a perfect example of remove the speck from your eye before removing the log in another person's eye. About this to say, I mean, remove the log from your eye before removing the speck in another person's eye. Because how do you have that big old log on your own eye and you have the effrontery to be trying to remove a tiny speck from another person's eye? Like, get it together, Caroline. Not you, not from you. Is Laura's look of disgust, confusion, shock about what Caroline is saying for me? Because what are you even talking about? I love that Laura is seeing, like, she's seeing the weirdness in who Caroline is. Because what are you even saying? Like, what are you saying? Why are you even saying these things? You, in front of these people, you try to act like, oh, everything is cool and everything is nice, and then you're here saying all of these things. Laura is just so shocked right now.
You gotta be careful with this woman. You really gotta be careful.
The fact that someone isn't catty doesn't mean that they dim their light, Caroline. Like, what do you mean by she's dimming her? Like, Caroline is so exhausting this episode. Is it just me? She's so exhausting.
Being influenced. I won't say control.
Like, I agree with Sophia. Like, like, which one is she's more successful again? Like, let us be relaxing. These ladies, let us be calming down, because there's just so much on all sides. Everybody's just receiving bullets. What's the problem?
That butter was in my matrimonial home dancing one corner with another woman, thinking that was going to be the next Mrs. Unfortunately, God answered them in 1,000 and million ways.
So now Caroline has just told us the issue. Dabota is friends with someone who tried to get with Caroline's ex-husband immediately after she and her ex-husband got separated, or she moved out of her matrimonial home. Now she has just told us the issue. So that is what is paining her, not who Dabota is as a person, but a lot of the people around Dabota have just people that are just people that at one point or the other have caused problems for Caroline, and that's why she's in her feels. But Does that make it okay though? Because that's not her. It's the people around her. Or am I missing something? First of all, I like that Sophia is like, she's clueless, and that's fine. Those of us that know the gist, we know the gist. Laura, I love that you said you don't care about both of them, because just like I said last episode, Caroline, Dabota, Laura was a common enemy, and what they both had against Laura was Laura's sister Linda Ikeji, the blog, wrote things about Caroline and Dabota separately when they had issues in their marriage, and they all took it out on Laura. So if you guys are not having issues between yourselves now for whatever reasons, I'm just gonna stay out. Love that for you, Laura. Good girl. I agree with Sophia. Everything Caroline is saying, valid question, because I mean, now that makes sense. Because if you're still friends with, if it was that you were no longer friends with all of these women who have at some point caused me hurt, that's different. But if you're still friends with them and now you're trying to be friends with me again, where are you going to put me? Because I always feel like when you're with them, you're probably talking about me, or whatever it is that you're finding out about me in our own friendship, you're taking it to them, which is just dangerous waters. So it does make sense that Caroline is just, she'll just rather stay away. Okay, do I agree with the fact that Caroline didn't respond to Dabota? No, because the truth is, you might think that you know she knows what she did, but Dabota honestly might not know, because don't forget that in this case she's in the middle. These ladies are her friends, and yeah, she might have been a part of this ladies hurting you, like going somewhere with them and all of that, but she might not know that that is the exact reason why you are mad at her. So it might serve you so that she even stops disturbing you or stops trying to build a relationship with you. It might serve you to actually let her know that, you know what, this is what you did that I don't like, and this is why I would just rather keep my distance. And that's okay as grown people, and I would expect that Dabota would respect that as well. What do you guys think? And yes, Laura, you are correct. At this point, everybody just needs to be careful with Caroline, because she most funny. Because a couple of episodes ago, if we're being honest, she went to Dabota's house, did she not? So you know what, we should just really be careful with Caroline. We're not really sure what her vibe is.
See, the path that Caroline is towing is a path of destruction.
Yep, Laura, definitely Caroline is on the path of destruction, because she is moving weird and she's just going to self-combust at some point. Honestly, I had been seeing clips of all of these things that Caroline is saying, and I guess we all have been seeing them even before we got to this episode. I don't know why I did not imagine that it was Dabota that was being dragged. I don't know who I thought, but I just didn't think that Caroline was saying all of these deep things about Dabota. I don't know why, but let me just throw in that I feel like I would have liked it if Dadem was around. Not because, you know, she's missed, or, you know, the collective can't function without her, but this is an experience that I feel would have been nice for Dadem as a person, outside of, you know, whatever solidarity she has with Dabota. I feel like hangs like this are nice. I mean, when you take away the whole Caroline gossiping and Caroline bad-mouthing, the hang in itself would have been nice for her. Is Laura drunk? Is Laura drunk? Because he said, that's my girl, that's my Sophie. Because they said they got jets. Better calm down. You know how all these trips go. But I honestly hope and pray that Dadem is able to make that trip, because I feel like I want to see all the ladies bond, and Miriam will be around. I don't know if I want Dabota to come, because this whole friction with Dabota and Caroline, I'm not sure, but it will be nice for Dadem to join the ladies to Ghana. Okay, clearly we can see that Dabota is obviously not going to make the trip. I hope that Dadem is able to make the trip. That would be nice. So that brings us to the end of this episode. Let me just say that this episode was quite dry. Nothing much happened except, you know, Caroline and her full-on backbiting and gossiping. I hope that Caroline does better. I feel like she really needs to grow up, because there's no reason for you as a grown woman. And like Laura said, it's not everything in your head that you see, especially when it's about another person in a group of other people, because you just leave all those people feeling like, okay, so when I'm not here, what's she saying about me? And it just makes you look a certain type of way. All in all, that does bring us to the end of season 3, episode 8. The episode was not bad. It was nice. The ladies served fashion as usual. There was drama, a lot of gossiping, but still Ratchet TV, and we love it. That is why we're here. I really cannot wait to see if next episode is the Ghana trip. I'm looking forward to the Ghana trip. I mean, I'm not on the trip, but I want to see exactly what happens. I want to see who makes the trip and how, oh, Sophia's hosting is going to be so great. Let's hope it really is great, because if it is disappointing, you can be sure that we're going to be talking about it on this show. Anyway, without talking too much, what did you guys think about this episode? I thought the episode was just okay, but I'm looking forward to the Ghana trip and I can't wait to see it. So my people, on this episode, that's all folks. We can't wait to see what next episode brings. Next episode will be season 3, episode 9. We're slowly moving towards the end of this season and we don't want it to end, but we're enjoying this new ladies and the returning lady and the remaining cast. Let's see if there's going to be any introduction of any new ladies to us next season, but we still have a few more episodes to go before we start thinking about that. So my people, please do not forget to like, share, comment, and most importantly, subscribe to our channel. Once the Real Housewives is done, we're definitely going to be starting the review of a new show. I'm not going to tell you guys what show it is yet, but you definitely will be seeing. So please keep it locked to our channel. This is not the end. Don't worry, this year you're not going to have to wait till next year again for Real Housewives of Lagos to be back before you see some reviews. So yes, there's more things coming. Keep it locked. I love you guys so much and I can't wait to be back here next week doing what we love. Cheers to Ratchet TV. Love you guys.